Hey guys, so happy 2018. I cannot believe, nope, I'm not gonna say it because everybody says it. I'm not gonna say it. It's 2018. The time has passed by so quickly. It's a new year, new chances, new choices, new everything, decisions, new, I don't know, it's the new year. I wanted to say, it's hard for me not to say new me because I don't feel like it's a new me and I don't think every year should be a new you, but yeah, I do feel like though that is a new year and a new chance for new changes and new growth. Did any of that make sense? I don't feel like it did, which is why I usually think through my videos more before I sit down and turn on the camera. But I was sitting last night and kind of thinking about what new sit down video I wanted to do with you guys. It's been a while since I've just kind of come on here and talked to you guys like this. And I have some sponsored videos coming up. I did a bunch of vlogging last month and I just felt like it was time to just sit down and chit chat with you guys. So I want to talk about the new year and what the new year means to me and kind of what I'm doing to better my life in the new year, what my goals are, what my hopes and dreams are, all of those things. And I thought now would be the best time to do that since I had the time and the lighting is good. And yeah, so first of all, new year, new planner, or I should just say planner in general. I am one of those people who have always bought a new planner every year with all of the greatest intentions to fill it up with all of the things that I'm going to do and be more organized and scheduled and blah, blah, blah. And I get the colored pens and the stickers that everybody makes you think that you need to have and all of that stupid shit. And then I end up like not using the planner come April. And then I just waste my money and time basically. But I bought a planner this year, even though I've never successfully finished out a year using one. I bought a planner this year just because I've been doing such a good job at sticking to things last year that I felt like I was finally ready to be able to tackle a planner this year. I know I'm making it sound like work. It is kind of work, but I felt like I made so many good changes and so many good choices last year that I felt like I was finally ready to like take on having a planner again. So again, I don't think that makes sense, but that's kind of me. I got the Passion Planner, that's what this is called. I got this smaller size and I really enjoyed it and I just kind of wanted to share this real quick just kind of because it is part of the new year. But yeah, I really, really like it. And my first goal this year is to be more organized and be less wasteful. And this is going to help me do that, or I'm hoping it's going to help me do that. So the reason why I picked the Passion Planner, A, was because I think it looks really nice and classic and neat and tidy. A friend of mine actually had one last year and she said she really liked it. I'm one of those people who really just needs to have things cut and dry and plain and simple in front of them. If I have too many choices, I get really overwhelmed. If I have too many spots to fill in, it makes me feel kind of like a failure. I know that doesn't make sense, but when I was at Target looking at planners, just because, you know, where else do you go to look for stuff other than Target? When I was there, I was looking through planners and there's all these different time slots for things. And when I see planners like that, I feel kind of like a loser because there's a lot of like stuff that I don't have to fill that time with, and then I see just empty boxes and it depresses me. Again, this might make sense to some of you, might not make sense to others. And I know you can get like an Erin Condren, or I think one year I did do like a plum planner or whatever it was called that I like, you know, made my own categories. But even then that was like a little bit too much for me. But yeah, I feel like none of this is making sense. This is just kind of Kelly's brain and how it functions. Yeah, you guys are getting scared. I would be. I don't know. I just felt like all of the planners, even though they seemed simple and whatever at Target, just seemed a little bit too much for me. So I really like the Passion Planner because not only does it focus on organization and all that, but it also focuses a lot on your future plans and your dreams and stuff. Imagine it as kind of like a dream board, but without cutting out magazine pictures and all of that. It's just something, you know, that you know, there's a front part where you start, where you write down kind of the things that you want to achieve or that you want or you wish for your lifetime, 3 years from now, your wish list, 1 year and 3 months. And then it kind of has you just concentrate on those things and kind of move forward to those things throughout your planner. And I know it sounds kind of too simple, and I know that this planner alone, just writing those things down, is not going to get me to my future goals and life changes, but it is nice to just like see them and write them down. I haven't done this part yet just because I need to find time to sit down by myself to do it. I have kids around all the time and all of that, or I'm filming, so I haven't had a chance. But I really like this and I'm excited to get started with that. They also have like 6 months in between the year, you know, a checkup of where you are and achieving those goals and all of that. But anyways, I really, really like that. I like that it's just a little mini dream board at the beginning of your planner instead of having like a big poster board up on your wall full of things like that. But anyway, so it does that. It also gives you, you know, little advice and kind of tips on how to achieve your goals throughout the year and how to use your planner. I love that. There are videos online on how you can use the planner, so I love that too. I just love how simple it is. Like this is how simple it is. You have a spot for your personal to-do list, you have spots for your work to-do list. Everything has like a half-hour time slot, which is really nice, so I can really split up my day and see what I have going on. Up here at the top, under every single date, there's a today's focus box, which I really, really like. I am training for a really long run coming up, so for me it's nice to be able to put my mileage that I'm supposed to do under every date. So like Wednesday's focus is 4.5 mile build up run, so that's really nice. Tuesday, that's what today is. My focus is productivity. That's what I wrote because I had 2 sponsored videos I needed to film today. I also wanted to go to the gym this morning, which I did after I dropped the kids off from school, and then we have indoor soccer practice. I'm coaching my kids soccer later tonight, so productivity was my focus for today, which I am so far successfully doing. And then on the sides right here, it has this week's focus, and for this week's focus I put staying healthy and on track. And then there's also a box that says good things that happened this week, where you can write down the good things that happened to you in the week, which I really like. I feel like I don't reflect on the positives of my life enough. I know in my videos I talk about things that I'm grateful for and things that I'm happy about, and I know sometimes on Instagram I'm like, you know, #blessed and all that bullcrap, but for the most part I don't ever write it down where I can, when I'm having a really shitty day, go back and reflect on it. So I like that there's spots every week to write down things that you're, you know, that was good that happened in the week, so I can look back and say, okay, last week look how productive I was, and look at all the good things that happened because I was so productive. I like that. And then at the bottom right here, there's a space of infinite possibility. I am gonna use this space just for random notes if I have them in my head or things like that. And then there's quotes on each week too. This week's quote is, "The most common way people give up their powers by thinking they don't have any." Alice Walker. "Remember that there are only 3 things in life you can control: what you think, what you say, and what you do. This week will be honest and follow through with everything you say." I love that. I love that there are little notes in there that are just kind of distinctly hidden for you to just kind of, I don't know, feel inspired by or be reminded about. Also, they have this nice little hang tag to save your spot. They also at the beginning of every month have just like the month calendar layout, so you can write stuff there. I'm using this first layout as more of a, if there's any birthdays or important dates that I need to like really remember, I put them there. I also have written down kind of, you know, when bills are due. And then I'm also gonna use this, I watched their video, and one good way of using the main calendar is to go back and write things that happened to you that day that you succeeded at. So, you know, on Saturday the 6th, I wrote, I ran 4.5 miles on a treadmill, which if you've ever ran on a treadmill is a huge accomplishment. It was maybe the 2nd or 3rd time I've ever ran more than a mile on a treadmill, and it was an hour-long run, and I just felt like I was on a hamster wheel. So I wanted to remember that success, and so I wrote that down. Also, Wednesday the 3rd, I ran 3.2 miles outside in the cold. It was literally 13 degrees here with ice and snow. It was snowing at the time, it was freezing, and I got my ass out there and I ran over 3 miles. So those are 2 big accomplishments that I wanted to remember, so I wrote them on here. And that's kind of what I'm using the main calendar for, is again, going back and looking at the previous month and seeing, okay, look at all these huge things I accomplished, and how happy that made me by sticking to this regimen or these goals or whatever I have set that month. I really love that. They also have a month's focus box, a people to see box, places to go. I put Cabela's because I need to go there to get pancake mix. It's not something that's a priority, but it's something that I want to do this month. And then there's a not to do list, which I wrote, eat crap, be mean, be wasteful, or spend money. Those are things that I don't want to do this month. And then there's also spots for personal projects and work projects. So for personal projects, I have organized kitchen, organized laundry room, and for work projects, I just have kind of the videos that I want to do and ideas for the month. It's a really, really nice, helpful layout. I also really love the fact that I can start my week on a Monday. Most planners I've seen in calendars start on Sundays, which that throws me off because I feel like Monday's the first day of my week, not Sunday. Visualizing it more as a Monday's the beginning instead of Sunday really helps me in general. So you can choose online when you buy it to have your date start on a Monday or a Sunday, either one. Yeah, I just really, really love it. I use highlighters to kind of have things pop out at me. I use blue, pink, and yellow, and the reason why I picked those 3 colors is because those are the colors I could find in these tiny little post-its that I put in the back. I did buy those highlighting colors for those reasons because they correspond, and for the colors and kind of how I have them is yellow is anything kid related. So all of my pickup times, drop-off times, anything that relates to my child, whether it's dentist, haircut, homework due, volunteering at the school, soccer practice, anything that has to do with one of my kids, I highlight in yellow. And the reason why I picked yellow is because it's the brightest color that pops out at you, and my kids are my first priority, so that's why those jump out the most. Blue for me is just my own personal appointments or tasks, things that I have scheduled for myself, that's what blue is. And then pink is work. So anything work related I have highlighted in pink. Now the reason, going back to the sticky notes and the color choice, the reason why I picked, again, those 3 colors is because I wanted extra sticky notes. Because this is the small compact size, there's not a ton of room. You can get the full size, which is like an 8x10 letterhead size. I wanted a smaller one because I want to be able to carry this with me in my purse and everywhere I go. I know people say, oh, why don't you use your phone as your schedule and your calendar? I tried that last year, and so many of my appointments disappeared or like got placed somewhere else on the cloud or whatever, and it was just not reliable for me as a parent. So I want to be able to carry something tangible and in my hands and in front of me, with me at all times, so I picked the smaller size. So because of that, like I said, there's not as much room to write stuff. So if you have an appointment and you kind of want to add more to it, say, let me find my appointment that I did that with. Like in May, I have a dermatologist appointment on Wednesday the 9th. I wrote that appointment down, but then I had more information about the appointment that I wanted to remember for that date. And since it doesn't fit up there, I put it on a corresponding blue sticky note, and then I posted it down there. So that is for me to be able to look and say, okay, those 2 things correspond. So that is why I picked corresponding highlighter colors to my sticky notes, so I could just have these. And what I did was I actually split them all in half, so that way it made it thinner so it doesn't like clump up or bulk up in the back. And then I just stuck it on the back page. So whenever I need extra room to write or notes, I just write it there and pop them off. They also have this nice little folder in the back. So if you have any receipts or notes or business cards or anything that you need to just real quick hang on to, you can put them back there. And yeah, it shuts with this nice little band, and it's just a very nice, sleek, classic, very simple to use journal. So, or I keep calling it a journal, but it's a planner, but it feels kind of like a journal because I am kind of putting my hopes and dreams in this and working towards a goal with it. So this is the first thing that is a goal of mine this year, is to be more organized, and I'm hoping that this planner will help me do that. So far, I felt really good about using it. Like this morning, I really didn't want to work out this morning. I had the choice to be able to actually sleep in, and I looked at my planner and I was like, no, I have it in here that my focus is productivity today, and the gym is one of those things that's on my to-do list, so I'm gonna go to the gym. And I did that. I came home, I felt great. It's out of the way. I did it after I dropped the kids off at school, and yeah, I filmed a video with John just an hour ago, and I'm getting the house clean, and I'm sitting here filming another video. So this journal so far has lit a fire under my ass. I'm just hoping it lasts. But yeah, so that's the first thing. And the second thing, which I only actually have 2 things. A lot of you guys are probably like, why don't you have more, resolutions or whatever you call them for the new year? The reason why I don't make a huge list, and I talked about this last year, is because I feel like people who make a huge list are setting themselves up for failure. I myself know that I am only capable of doing a few things at once. Even though I'm great at multitasking, I am not good at taking on a bunch of new changes at once because I'm not. I know who I am and I'm not. So last year my main focus was getting healthy and fit, and I did that. I stuck to running mostly year round. I'm still running. I ran my longest mile, I think 9 miles last year. I Didn't get to complete my half marathon because I got sick and had a UTI, which really sucks, but you know, I'm not gonna get down on myself because again, I still ran the longest I'd ever run last year. I started going to the gym last year and kept up with that, and I'm now going back to the gym because it's cold outside. You know, so that was my main focus last year, and I succeeded in that, and it became a habit, and I carried it into this year. So then this year, my two are just organization and being less wasteful in my life. That is my second goal. And it's not just what you think of like, oh, wasting money or wasting food or wasting that. It's everything. I want to be less wasteful with everything in my life, and I want to work on that every day. I want to be less wasteful of my time. In other words, I want to be more productive around the house, get stuff done at a better schedule so that I'm going to bed sooner and waking up earlier. I want to be less wasteful of my time in the sense that I'm done wasting my time on people who don't care about me, who I care about. You know, uneven relationships are just so unhealthy. They're extremely unhealthy. And I had a lot of those over my lifetime that I put way too much effort in and ended up feeling really hurt or emotionally abused and just, yeah, hurt by, not only just with friends, but also with family. A few years ago, you guys saw that video. I made the choice to stop speaking to somebody who both physically, mentally, and emotionally abused me as a child, and that was really hard for me, but I feel like I've grown and I'm such a happier and stronger person because I made that decision for myself. And that's kind of what I want for this year, is I want to let go and stop wasting time on people who don't want to spend time on me, because it's not fair, and again, it's a waste of my time, and my time is better spent on those who love me and care about me and, you know, have a free flow back and forth. So I want to be less wasteful of my time. I also want to be less wasteful of food and money and everything involved with that. Me and my family waste a ton of food. I hate saying that, but we do. We'll go grocery shopping and then suddenly I'll be like, I have a craving for Chipotle or Taco Bell, or why do I like Mexican food so much, or just anything. I will, you know, have a craving for something else, and on that whim we'll be like, yeah, let's go do that, because John's kind of the least resistance guy. If you give him something that's not work, he'd rather do that when it comes to like cooking or cleaning or anything like that. So when I'm like, I don't want to cook tonight, he is more than happy to run out and get takeout, you know, and that's not okay anymore for me. I'm not okay with that anymore, because not only was I getting really unhealthy that way and gaining weight back that I worked forever to lose, but I also was wasting a lot of good food, which makes me feel real shitty inside, because there's so many people where good food is not you know, affordable or accessible to them, and here I am just like throwing away food that's gone bad because I'm lazy, and I don't like that. I'm also throwing away our money when I do that, and by saying me, it's me and John, it's not just me, but you know, these are just my goals. Also, I want to be less wasteful of just like our money in general, not just on food, but on clothes that I buy. I want to be more thoughtful in the things that I buy. I did really well last year. Get down, Nuna. I did really well last year with this. I stopped just buying to buy, and instead I saved up for more expensive things that I really loved, that I wore the crap out of, instead of just buying stuff and leaving it in my closet. I got really good at also not shopping as much last year, which I was really proud about. I'm also tired of bringing in toys for the kids. I have a tendency when I'm out shopping just to like spoil the crap out of my kids, which there's nothing wrong with that, but when it becomes to the point where they are tired of their toys and they get new stuff and it becomes this like, oh, I'm always gonna get new stuff, then they get tired of their toys faster, and then those just go to waste, and I'm tired of doing that. So, you know, I'm just tired of being wasteful. And so the whole wasteful thing is not just material, it's also, it's every aspect of my life. I want to be less wasteful. I don't want to waste energy anymore on bad people that are just mean and gross and ugly. I want to give that energy to people who are beautiful and deserving and wonderful in my life. I want to be less wasteful of my physical energy, you know? I'm so tired of being tired all the time. I'm really just, you know, I feel like for me, the more I'm active, the more energy I have. Obviously, that's been scientifically proven to be a fact. The more active you are, the more energy you'll have overall. But I get into these slumps where I get really depressed. I still have bouts of depression and anxiety. That's very well known here. I've never tried to hide that. I may not talk about it a lot because I don't like depressing people or making people, you know, try to feel bad for me. I like to be happy, but I do get depressed and I do get anxious and I do have those times where I just want to just sit on the couch all day or maybe 2 days or even for maybe a week or in bed. And I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of letting my depression win during those times. It's usually when I'm PMSing or on my period that happens. And I'm just tired of it. I'm really tired of it. So I'm gonna try my hardest to just get myself out of those ruts, whatever way I can, instead of wasting my energy that way as well. What you doing?
I'm gonna eat. I have to eat.
John's gonna eat. And yeah, that's just kind of it, is I wanna be more goal-oriented and less wasteful. Those are my goals for this year. So far, I feel like I've been doing really well. I know it's only, you know, halfway through January or whatever, but I think I'm doing really, really well. In regards to not wasting food, we've decided to only eat out once a week. So far, we've stuck to that. I'm hoping it goes. It's also really helped us like lose weight and eat better. Like John's already lost weight and looks trimmer, and we've only been eating this way for 2 weeks now. It's so unfair. I know that I am actually looking smaller as well. I'm fitting into clothes again, which is really, really nice. And yeah, so anyways, it turns out if you only bring healthy food into your house instead of like crappy shit, you'll eat the healthy stuff because there's nothing else to eat. Who knew? Yeah, so those are kind of my goals for this year, is just to continue on the ones that I successfully made last year and then to just do these things, be less wasteful and be more organized. And I feel like those two things go hand in hand. Like I said, being more organized will help me be more productive and less wasteful of my time. So I think they're very realistic goals, and I think overall they will help me reach all of my hopes and dreams, hopefully, for this year. We will see. Although I don't know how that's going to help me win the lottery, but one can hope that it might. So anyway, so that is kind of what 2018 is gonna look for me, or how I want it to look for me. And yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna have slip-ups. I know I'll have slip-ups. I know every once in a while I won't be able to get myself out of a rut as fast as I'd like to. I know that I'll probably eat out more than once in a week. I mean, it's gonna be bound to happen, but I like setting these goals at least because it's something that I can always go back on and say like, okay, wait, no, I made that goal. We got to get better again. So anyways, I'm just being realistic. You know, I think you need to be realistic with your goals and know that there are going to be setbacks, but it doesn't mean that you've failed. I didn't know if I was going to talk about this, but I did sign up for another half marathon. That's what the running focuses are in here. It's in April. I'm really excited about it. I have really high hopes for it. As you guys know, I did sign up for half marathon last year, and again, I got sick. It was like, if everything bad could happen, it happened that month in regards to my running schedule. I was at the peak of my fitness last summer. I was at 9.5 miles, I think. I was feeling great. And then everything started to happen. I got sick. The kids got sick. It got ridiculously hot in October for some reason. And then
FedEx dropped a box on your foot?
Oh yeah, FedEx dropped a box on my foot. Thanks, John, for reminding me. Like 100-something pound box like on my foot. So I was out for a week running there. And then right as I was like getting back into like, okay, I'm ready again, I got a UTI, and I was like, it took me out for like 2 weeks where it was just like I couldn't run because things were rubbing and hurting and my back was killing me. And you guys know if you've had a UTI, they're no joke. So I tried getting back into running, and it's so funny. It takes so long to build your endurance to something, but then just like that, it just all disappears when you stop. So I lost it. 3 miles was really hard for me, and I told John, I broke down him because I was just like, I can't do this. I don't want my first half marathon to be miserable. I want to be successful. I want to be happy. I don't want to look back and remember my first half marathon as being like terrible. And he was like, then don't do it. He's like, just don't do it. Sign up for another one and have it be good. And so that's what I did. So like I said, it was disappointing, but you know, again, last year I ran further than I've ever run in my life. I was more fit than I've ever been in my life. So if anything, the half marathon got me to that point, and I'm proud of that and excited about that. So this year will be my year. I will run my half marathon. God damn it, I will. And John actually signed up too. Didn't you, John?
Did I?
He did. I signed him up, and that'll also help. It'll help to have somebody with me who, if I do need to walk, which I'm hoping I won't need to, that's my goal, is not to, but, and I think I'll be fine. I can do it. But it'll be nice to know that I can always, you know, fall back with him and, I don't know, just have a good time. So anyways, yeah, that's everything for me in regards to goals and stuff for 2018. Oh, you know what? Another reason why I want to be less wasteful of my time and energy and all of that is because I think it's a lot healthier overall. Me and John talked about this like a year or two ago, how much time and money and effort we wasted on just projects or people or things that never seemed to pan out or never seemed healthy for us, and we have become so much better marriage-wise, parenting-wise, you know, personally, like everything's just been better since we did that. So yeah, I feel healthier, and as you guys know, I took that 23andMe DNA thing 2 years ago or a year ago, and I know I haven't done a video on that just because there's so many out there. If you'd like to see one, I guess let me know below, give this video a thumbs up. But after seeing kind of what my future could hold potentially with all their hereditary tests that they did and genetic things and traits that I might carry, after seeing all the things that could possibly be in my future, it just gives me so much more motivation to stay as healthy as I can, both mentally, physically, emotionally now. So yeah, so that is that. So I am sorry this video is so long. I apologize. It wasn't intended to be this long, but it's been a while since I kind of sat here and jabbered on to you. But yeah, I will leave a link to my planner underneath this video. Also 23andMe if you guys are interested in doing that. I know they have a sale going on. It is an affiliate link. I don't get paid, but I do get gift cards to Amazon, which you guys know I love Amazon. And the more gift cards I have to Amazon, the more products I can buy to review here. That's kind of what I do. The never-ending circle of YouTube. You know, you make money off of a video and then you spend it on a video. You make money on a video, you spend it on a video. Yeah, welcome to YouTube life. That's about it. I'm really excited for 2018. I'm excited for you guys to join me in another year. It's been 6 years now, I think, that I started this channel, and it's crazy to me. You guys have, a lot of you guys have been with me for the last 6 years. Isn't that crazy? And I still haven't met a lot of you either. So I'm hoping to meet a lot of you guys in 2018. I'm hoping to continue growing both personally and I guess on YouTube as well. I can't believe somebody commented, "You're almost to 100K, Kelly." And I looked and I'm like, oh my God, I am almost to 100K. It only took 6 years, but we're almost there. I mean, numbers have never meant anything to me. And honestly, I think I'm as healthy as I am on YouTube because I've always been smaller. I've enjoyed my little bubble of smallness, and I love that I can communicate with you guys and I recognize your guys' names or like your husband's names when you say them because we're so small here. So I love that. But it is also really exciting to think like, oh my gosh, I'm hitting that 100K milestone. So yeah, I'm just excited for 2018, and I'm excited to have you guys along for the ride, and I hope you guys are too. And that's about it. I feel like now I'm at this point, I'm just talking to talk. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for watching as always. If you enjoy these videos, give it a thumbs up, comment below if there's anything new you wanna see in the year 2018. There will be more period products in 2018, so get excited for that. My period is coming up in like a week or so. Not excited for that, but I'm excited to film it. And yeah, subscribe. Did I already say that? If you wanna join this family of friends. Yeah, I'm getting weird now, so now I should go. But I will talk to you guys all in my next video.